That, Mark.
No problem. Let's show you what happened with the wind. We'll talk about what we dealt with here because it's sort of twofold. And what happened here was that we had a pretty good looking cold front across the east side of the state. Well, as it plowed through, it did two different things. First of all, as it worked its way on through, it ended up coming through the canyon. This was the most efficient way to get a ton of wind into the metro area and speed it up. Remember, as you go through the canyon, you take the wind and you essentially reduce the area that it can go through. It's like putting your finger on a garden hose. That speeds up the wind, and as it pushes through here, we get those gusty winds, and they were very, very strong. But we also had enough depth in that cool air to have some of it come rolling over the East Mountains too. So we had some really gusty winds in the foothills too. So as the canyon opens up though, and you go out to the west side, everybody on the west side goes, what are you talking about? The winds aren't that bad, 20 to 30 miles an hour. We're doing just fine. So this was really a key deal as far as where you were. In the Four Hills area, you had a 68 mile an hour gust last night. The Sunport, 66 miles an hour. Foothills, 51. All of this impressive. Go to the west side, well, they don't get much, about 30 miles an hour out at Double Eagle. So huge improvement on the west side. And again, as you open things up, you don't see those really gusty winds, at least in this particular scenario. Don't worry, the west side will get smoked by wind soon enough. Sandia Peak, we are looking at mainly some high clouds out there right now, but still a very nice setup here across the board. Cool temperatures, though. We're in the 60s in the metro area, including 66 here right in the city. Winds out of the east at 17, so the winds are starting to come down. To the north, 50s and 60s. Down to the south, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Looking at satellite and radar, our next storm system is right here, and this is what we're basing our next storm report on and the one behind it. I've decided to kind of combine a couple of these to give you your bust potential forecast here. Status of the storm, the main one we're talking about is spinning over Arizona. Timing now through at least Saturday, maybe stretching into Sunday with this second system. What to expect? Scattered rain out west. Cooler temperatures. We could see a spot metro shower, but look at the bust potential. Up to 65% with this first system, mainly because, and really the second system too, they're not all that strong and they're not going to do a good job of producing showers across a good portion of the state. However, that is not going to remain the case into next week. So let's talk about what we're going to get here. The first system, which is the one that comes out of Arizona, pushes through into the day tomorrow. Some scattered showers out to the west, not going to be a big deal. Second system that goes up through the four corners Sunday into Monday will deliver some showers up there, maybe a spot shower here in central sections. That too a minor player. But what is not a minor player is the third system that's going to drop down into central Arizona coming up Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. This thing looks like it could be a blockbuster storm if it plays out. What it looks like it'll do a good job of doing is bringing a ton of Gulf moisture into the state here, targeting central New Mexico, where we have the best combination of lift and moisture. And yeah, flooding is not out of the realm of possibility if all this shakes out the right way. Now, as many of you know, as you go 3 and 4 days before a storm in New Mexico, a lot can change. So we'll continue to monitor it through the weekend, but just kind of file away in your mind. We're going to need to watch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. And by the way, there's another huge storm behind that one. 61 Durango, 64 in Cortez, plenty of clouds, scattered to numerous showers for you guys in the four corners. Going to be very active in the northwest through the weekend too and into the beginning and middle of next week. Southwest, showers and storms a possibility for tomorrow. The big timer though comes in Wednesday and Thursday. Over to the southeast, partly cloudy and cool, plenty of clouds, but then we get heavier rain possible Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Same deal in the northeast. I think we'll see a few clouds around for tomorrow, but really the action cranks up early next week. Northern mountains, partly sunny, a spot shower, a fair share of clouds, but then a much better chance at heavy rain and the possibility of high mountain snow well into next week. 62 Cedar Crest, 65 Moriarty, the chance it showers with us through Sunday, but then it really ramps up next week. Same deal here in the metro area. Plenty of clouds out there, but then we really get rolling here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, we do. Thank you, Mark.